You are to see me for your assignments, and no one else. I speak for His Grace on such matters. My word is his. As such, any task deserves your full and immediate attention. Pray, make your choice, sir.
No doubt you're aware the roads are ever more overrun with beasts of every stripe. The threat has only worsened since the dragon's coming. Trade has suffered, citizens have died. A company of the land's finest sword hands have been gathered to thin the creature's numbers. It is no perfect solution, but it is a start. I would ask you to join them, sir. There's been no end of reports of caravans bearing tribute bound for Grand Sorin being waylaid by monsters. Among them, the direst threat is posed by the Griffin. It is not a creature easily quelled, but we can ignore it no longer. Hence the company of elites. And now it seems they are prepared to face the beast. They stand in wait outside the castle gate. Go and speak with them for further detail. I fear this may be a long battle, sir. May the Maker be your shield.
I spoke with Sir Mercedes. At times, I feel I'm the only one focused on the two tasks at hand. We came to Grancis, not to threat, but to slay a dragon. Honoring the old pact among our nations, everyone ought clear their minds of any burden that would interfere. As I understand it, Sir Mercedes brought no men with her from Hearthstone. The force she commanded here was comprised of sellswords and the like.
I had a feeling you might be our escort. Aye, we are the company of elites you're to march with. A poor jest, I know. We'll circle the capital, striking the Griffin as we come upon it along the way. We attack when it sets down. It is nothing so clever as to be called a stratagem, but it will work. If you still care to join us after hearing all that, let's be off.
We're to lure the Griffin aground, then strike. Let's follow Sir Georg's lead.
Focus. The hunt is afoot. Make haste!
It's close. I can feel it.
It comes! Now, everyone! Damn bird. Fleeing to its roost the moment its fortunes turn. We cannot let this chance escape. Come, Arisen, to the Blue Moon Tower!
What are you doing? Fight!
We lost a number of men, but others yet fight on ahead. Please, sir, go to their aid.
Help me! Through here and up the tower stair, quickly!
Don't stop! We're exposed here!
What in blazes? Ah! What in blazes? We're up against mean odds. I'd hoped a more heroic death.
It comes. Clear your mind of all but the fight.
Honorless vulture!
This way, Arisen. Make haste.
We've made it through! Come! We'll slay it from the rooftop!
Hail, Arisen! My thanks again for your aid in time past. I have come now to lend my support, with the same prize you claim for me. Let us see how the creature takes to my arcane magic. What say you to that, beast? 'Tis a taste of old Salaman's grimoire!
Well, you've gone and felled the Griffin.
It joys me to see a well-crafted stratagem bear fruit.
Pray, let us return to the capital and give word of our victory at once.
Well, did I seem the hero, racing to the aid of those in peril? Truth be told, 'twas happenstance that delivered me. I was tracing the steps of the sorcerer Salumet. They led me here. Upon my arrival, I see you, locked in combat with a Griffin. I knew it for a golden opportunity. And I dare say I stole the show. No need for thanks, sir. No need at all.
The Griffin was strong. Will the dragon be stronger still? Then it will be a haunt to remember.
I shall remain here. There may be survivors yet. I ask you return to Grand Soren ahead of me, Arisen. Tell them the beast is no more.
Good to see you still drawing breath, friend. It seems I too was lucky. 'Tis a shame it can be said of so few.
Welcome back, sir. Then the Griffin is defeated. Blessed relief, that. All who walk Grancis roads will rest easier for it. 'Tis welcome news, too, for trade. You and the others who fought have my thanks, Arisen.
You are to see me for your assignments, and no one else. I speak for His Grace on such matters. My word is his. As such, any task deserves your full and immediate attention. Pray, make your choice, sir. You've a stake in this, and a right to hear, sir. You know of Fornival, aye? He is among the wealthiest of Grand Soren's merchants, though now he stands to lose all. He is accused of a litany of crimes. I would beg a favor, if you've the time. It seems Fornival was as busy in his underground dealings as in his honest work. His bill of crimes includes bribery, fraud, abduction, the selling of secrets, even collusion with Salvation. The inquest continues as we speak. Should the present tide prevail, he will likely be found guilty and put to death. Opinions are split, however, on the credibility of the present proofs and testimonies. A few days yet remain before the matter is decided. I ask that you go and gather what facts you can. Any proof is welcome, be it evidence or testimony. Aught that clearly shows his guilt or innocence. Justice must be done, and for that, we've need of the truth.
I hear old Fornival is the subject of an inquest. His conviction would bring me no joy, not least for the loss of revenue I would suffer. Arisen, I have a proposition, sir. I've long had dealings with Fornival, and want to believe in his innocence. Pray, take a petition for his acquittal from me, that it may help sway his arbiters.
Well met.
Why not ask Jasper's family their opinion on Fornival?
Well met, sir.
I heard of Fornival's inquest. Serves the lout right, says I. I'll sign any petition you set before me, if it means he'll hang for what he's done. He deserves no better after what he did to my family.
I've heard tell that Fornival stands trial. None's the pity. I fancy myself the forgiving sort, but I'll not mourn his passing. I'm scarce the only one he's wronged either. The man built his fortune on the backs of honest folk. I'll gladly add my name to a petition if it means no others need suffer at his hands.
Fornival's met with an inquest? 'Tis past time the law caught up with that rat. I'll not forget the pain he caused me as long as I live. The caitiff put my house to ruin. I shall sleep better o' nights, knowing no others will suffer the same fate. Let him rot. I gladly commit my name to the petition for his conviction.
What? Fornival stands trial? 'Tis a pity. In truth, the man was profligate. His ostentation earned him envy and enmity in equal parts, but he was not the sort of man to seek profit in the misfortunes of others. I will add my name to the petition. I shall pray that his innocence is proven.
An inquest, eh? Cheers. I welcome the diversion. I know 'tis improper to say so, but you'll not deny the thrill of awaiting judgment. Though it's the rare trial that's not decided afore it begins, if truth be told. Proofs are easily falsified. Testimony still more so. There's always someone with cause to want one outcome or the other, and the means to ensure it. Which brings me to a very special deal for you, friend. Writs of affidavit for sale at bargain rates. I've statements of varying guilt or innocence. Quite the clever forgeries, these. They always sell well when there's an inquest on. And why not? 'Tis a heady thing to buy a man's guilt or innocence. If you've mistaken the trial's result, you'd be a fool not to. I'll disavow we ever spoke if asked, mind. The choice is yours to make. My prices ebb and flow with the tides of the trial. Still, 'tis a small price for justice. No interest, friend, or just too proud to ask. You'll hear no judgment from me. Now, let us talk of business. Pray, call again.
Blustering fools just barged in, eh? Hold me prisoner like some common criminal. 'Tis madness and base insult. You there, you're an able sort. There's time yet afore my trial is decided. Pray, arrange for my acquittal however you may. If you see me through this storm, I'll sell to you at cost for the rest of my days. 'Tis a generous offer, eh? Now go, and pray put an end to this farce. I'm eager to be quit of this confinement. Please, sir.
Tell me, sir, what is to become of my father? You're the Arisen, are you not? Can you not do aught to help him? I could not bear to lose him. Even if the things they say were true, He was ever a kind father to me. A petition? Of course, I would gladly draft one. I would draft 100 if it be a help.
You are to see me for your assignments, and no one else. I speak for His Grace on such matters. My word. Pray, make your choice, sir. I would ask you to seek out evidence in the trial of Fornival. Material evidence, testimonies, witnesses. The more proof, the better. The inquest has but a few days remaining. I've faith you'll find the truth in time. Good. You've brought evidence. Here. Good. You've brought evidence. Here. I shall see it submitted to the court. There's time yet, sir. Pray, continue in your efforts.
Hey, Carl.
So Fornival is to stand trial. I cannot say it surprises me. I overheard him speaking with one of the Duke's ministers. 'Twas a clandestine dealing, far departed from legitimate trade. A bit of smuggling, perhaps. I am in your debt, Arisen. Mayhap this is aught I can do to repay you. Pray, take me to Grand Soren with you. I shall gladly take the stand, if it means bringing his crimes to light. 'Twould be a pleasure to restore some scrap of order to this world gone mad. Please, sir, see me to the capital, that I may help justice be done. My thanks, Arisen. May the Maker speed our steps.
You are to see me for your assignments, and no one else. I speak for His Grace on such matters. Pray, make your choice, sir. Brought a witness, have you? Excellent work. I shall see to the necessary accommodations until the day of the trial. There's time yet, sir. Pray, continue in your efforts.
Hail! Hi there.
Well met. A messenger brought word of Fornival's trial. More's the pity. He finished our arms at quite the favorable rate. We'll be as cats without claws, should he be kept from doing business. I do not know the man well, but I cannot stand idly by and see him convicted. Testimony given in person will carry more weight than a missive, yet I cannot leave this place. Pray, take one of my men with you back to the capital. He will speak in my place. You do Fornival a service, sir, and us with him. I will send word ahead for a man to await you. Pray, speak to him directly.
Hail, I'm called Castor. Sir Dario has informed me of my duties. I'm thankful to have you accompanying me to the capital. Shall we be off? Very well, sir.
Hi there. Hail!
You are to see me for your assignments, and no one else. I speak for His Grace on such matters. Pray, make your choice, sir. Brought a witness, have you? Excellent work. I shall see to the necessary accommodations until the day of the trial. There's time yet, sir. Pray, continue in your efforts.
Order! I will have order! This inquest has its conclusion. Fornival Frescobaldi, in the name of His Grace, Duke Edmund Dragonsbane, the court hereby proclaims its verdict. Guilty. Whereas you have deceived your fellow man to sate your avarice, the court sentences you to life imprisonment. This inquest is hereby ended.
Word of Fornival's verdict has come. He was judged guilty. 'Twas a fair trial and thorough. Justice was done. thanks in great part to your efforts. I am not without pity for him and his house, but such are the wages of wickedness. And for you, sir, the wages of diligence. Take it with my thanks. Many within the castle praise your bold deeds of late. I pray such good works continue apace. I've more tasks that require your attention. Pray, make your choice, sir.
It grieves me to report an item was stolen from the castle's stores a few days past. It was a possession of the Dukes and a treasure of the realm, the Wymking's ring. The band was stolen under heavy watch. I fear it to be the work of someone within the castle. But first, the ring must be reclaimed. Will you do it, sir? You would do well to begin by asking the men and women of the castle what they know. That ring is a treasure to all Grancis, and a symbol of the Duke's authority. It must be found.
Good Aldous told me there's been sign of thieving within the castle, even should they escape sight. The castle's construction hinders all who do not know it well. Our villain had a guide, or had some occasion to grow familiar with the castle.
I heard a report of an unfamiliar man seen within the castle's halls. They say he had the look of that sorcerer.
If there's talk of a sorcerer, it'll be Solomet, no doubt. I'd hoped we were rid of that rat for good. I do not relish the thought of his return, but the pilfered ring does bear a strong magical affinity. It is the sort of bauble Solomet would covet.
Salomet. 'Tis a name that calls up bitter memories. Time was the Duke held a council of magic scholars here in Gran Soren, tasked with ensorceling grimoires and trinkets. Salomet sat at the head of the council. His genius was unmatched, save by his ambitions. Once their research bore fruit, Salomet betrayed his grace and fled with the findings. He disappeared, leaving the corpses of his fellow scholars in his wake. I know not by what design he would reveal himself now. Perhaps aught about this ring that compels him.
Well met, sir. A sorcerer, eh? Can't say as I've heard tell of... No, wait. There is rumor going around of a queerly-dressed man skulking about the quarry. More than his dress is odd if he's hanging around that place with no reason.
Well, well. The Arisen, toast of all Gran Soren. Does the work of all mankind's savior truly afford the time to go hunting petty thieves? If you insist on a game of cat and mouse, what say we see which role you'll fill? Claws, and more grit than the fools in the Duke's Guard outgrant. But alas, I've not the time to game, sir. Farewell.
Tis not the last we've heard of Salomet, I'll warrant. Let's speak to Sir Aldous.
Many within the castle praise your bold deeds of late. I pray such good works continue apace. I've more tasks that require your attention. Pray, make your choice, sir.
You fought him then? I knew 'twas his doing. It is a shame he slipped the noose. But we cannot allow him to run free. We must see him stopped, and the ring returned before he can work more evil.
Do you know of the Blue Moon Tower, friend? To the northeast? I heard a strange tale from a fellow merchant a few days past. Seems there's a man's been seen coming and going round there of late. All the way out there. What's more, they say he's chased off all the beasts nested there with some arcane magic. It's him, says I. That sorcerer, they say, stole some bauble from the Duke. What was it?
Truly, the Arisen is a profession given to leisure. Or do you hope to earn your meals catching stray wizards for fear of actually facing the dragon? Alas, I'm not one for company. Let us be done with this. You've come to your journey's end! The Wymking's ring is a talisman of incomparable character. Proud vessel, worthy of housing the whole of my majesty. What sublime bliss! What heady rapture! Yes, I will see my dream made reality. My essence, very soul inhabit the ring. It, I found thee reborn. This is true magic! Talisman!
Salamet is here in Grancis yet. That much is certain. Seek out travelers, peddlers, anyone walking the roads. Someone will have seen him. We must find him, and we must have that ring back. The ring is reclaimed. I haven't the words to express my esteem, sir. A talisman of such power must be kept from those who would use it for ill purpose. The Duke will see it well guarded, and the faults in the castle's security mended. Pray let this lead us all to take greater care in the future. For now, you have my thanks. Many within the castle praise your bold deeds of late. I pray such good works continue apace. I've more tasks that require your attention. Pray, make your choice, sir. I'd a task I wished entrusted to you, sir. But Sir Mercedes insisted it be hers instead. She was most adamant. Though she is a knight come in good faith to aid us, she remains daughter to Hearthstone's lord.
It does my heart no ease to see her undertake such a dangerous errand. Alas, in the face of her ardent petition, there was naught I could do but accede. Can I ask that you at least accompany her, sir? She must be kept safe. My thanks, Arisen. Pray go and speak to Sir Mercedes.
I take it you've heard. Then you'll know that this task is mine. I'll not be an idle burden on the Duke's hospitality any longer. And surely you've won enough glory, sir. Allow me this one chance to prove myself. You have my thanks. This matter concerns Lord Julian as well. There is talk of dark happenings at the Stone of the North. Lord Julian's watch. He set out for the hold himself some time ago. But there has been no word since. Someone must go and see what has become of him. As a fellow guest of the Duke's, I felt it my duty. I would forbid you from interceding, but you no doubt have your own reasons for going. I will not stop you from joining me, but neither can I wait. Follow if you wish, sir. I am off.
You colluded with Salvation to work sedition among the Duke's men!
Salvation? You place me in ill company. I'm a man of this world. Fantasies of death and redemption concern me not one whit. Now legends. Legends stoke up the masses. If Duke Edmund were to best a second dragon, Francis would take the Ascendant. But her neighbors ill want a giant looming at their borders, am I wrong?
Spare me your sophistry! The word neighbor sours on your forky tongue. Our lands have long sworn unstinting aid to any neighbor beset by the dragon.
Unstinting, you say? Tell me then, why has your Lord Father not sent your brother, joined by Hearthstone's finest steel? Why am I speaking instead with a bleating she-goat mocked even by her own men?
You will retract those words, sir!
Else suffer what consequence?
Else I shall wash my honor clean in your blood!
And you? You will play her second? I would welcome the challenge.
Stay out of this! He's made an open mockery of me and my homeland!
I had thought, nay trusted you were above the base treasons of Salvation's like. The Knight's champion. An Oathbreaker of your ilk is champion to no man, Julian.
Salvation? Damns a lot of them. And their idle talk of destruction and redemption. They were convenient to my purpose, nothing more. The day of Edmund Dragon's Bane is past. He will not slay another worm. So what cause is served by sending men to die for his pleasure? The swift death of Francis is the greatest mercy to her neighbors.
And what of those of this land who will die for your peace? Will you stand idly by while a people lose their land, their very lives to a plague of beasts? You are no knight, villain!
Pray, think of the morrow. The dragon will come again. To your homeland, and to mine. Who shall stand against it then, if we are spent, all of us, for having held to some ancient pact? What is gained by all our deaths? Naught, I say, and naught, say your Lord Father.
owe the Arisen a debt of thanks, woman. Your she-goat's pride is lost, but you've kept your head.
I must make a pitiable sight. I knew. I am a meager choice to send as aid. I know it well. Still, I could not.
I am bested, sir. Slain by your hand, and brought back as well. Such utter defeat ill leaves room for argument. I shall return to the capital and place myself at the mercy of the court. They will have my confession and my head, should they wish it. And you shall have the glory, sir. Why not? I've no design on running. Even as I am, I've still some semblance of pride. I leave you with a word of warning. The revolt was but a diversion. The killing blow will be delivered elsewhere. Pay heed, sir.
I must make a pitiable sight. I knew. I am a meager choice to send as aid. I know it well. Still, I could not. I fear I put on a shameful display. Lord Julian had the truth of it, every word. I am weak. I serve no purpose here, save as hollow homage to an empty pact. Aids in name only. Hearthstone or Grancis, there's not a man in either who expected anything else of me. I knew it well enough, tasted it on every breath I drew. Yet still, I fancied myself a knight. Arisen. I will return to Hearthstone. Not to lick my wounds, but to petition my Lord Father that Grancis people receive true aid. I will not send you to meet the dragon with their fates weighing upon you. After, I shall return here, to aid you however I may. I am a fool. Pray, accept this token. I haven't much to give, but it would please me to know it provided you some small comfort on your journey.
It seems the Stone of the North stands quiet once again. You have my thanks. 'Twas an ill surprise indeed to find salvation's reach extend so deep within our ranks. 'Tis a testament to the rising fear within the people's hearts. We must be vigilant against such corruption, lest the duchy rot away afore the dragon ever comes.
What? Very well. I shall see to it at once. A matter of a most pressing nature has come to us. Make for the southern Way Castle immediately. I've received a report that one of the Duke's men has returned from afar, gravely wounded. He asks to speak with you, in all haste, Arisen. 'Tis odd his message was not writ in the report. An oversight brought on by haste, no doubt. Pray, fly to the Way Castle and hear the man's message, sir. Meanwhile, I am to see the Duke on another matter no less urgent. 'Tis a restless day.
You think me a fool for coming back? For not running? Perhaps I am. In truth, I hardly know my own reasons. I cannot think the Duke has any hope of victory in his campaign against the dragon. I thought it a mercy to speed the land to his downfall, and so I sought dissent. Better that men-at-arms turn and run than stand and die. With them gone, the people too would flee. I was sure it was the best way. The only way. Until I came to know you, sir. You brought doubt with you. Perhaps you might yet best the dragon, I thought. 'Tis a strange thing, to find such hope unwelcome. Enough. Pray, leave this place. It ill serves you to linger here. Take this token for your troubles. I have little need for such possessions now. Take all I have.
Arisen! Urgent word from the capital, sir! You are to return to Aldous' side with all possible haste.
Sound like aught's happened in Grand Sorin. Best you be returning, sir. There's not here to keep you. An injured soldier? I've seen no such man. I know not how such a tale would have come about. 'Tis suspect.
Sir Aldous awaits you, Arisen. Best you did not keep him waiting.
What damage have I wrought in carelessness to allow an agent of salvation through? And in sending you away afore the creature was revived, the damage was all the greater. While I, in my fool credulity, ran to the castle, only to be knocked insensate by some villain. 'Twas a lucky thing the beast was kept from the residential quarter. Or the castle. We must rethink the practice of tribute to prevent such a happening again. For now, though, the danger has passed. What of the damages?
We held our ground somehow. Not a single trophy was lost, sir. 'Tis a testament to the efforts of the Arisen. You have our thanks, sir.
Truly, sir, you are a wonder. You've handled the task perfectly. The beast is slain, and the treasure unscathed. 'Tis the first chapter of a new legend, sir. Or at the very least, a task well done. Hail, Arisen. Good news. His Grace has taken notice of your feats, and selected you to lead an expedition. 'Tis a difficult task, but of critical importance to the defense of the front. The Duke was adamant that none would do so fine as you, sir. The journey will take you afar, Arisen. If you've tasks to complete or personal matters to attend to, pray, do so now. 'Tis like you will not see Grand Sorin for some time. Then come. The Duke wished to see you before you set out.
It seems the office of Arisen brings with it equal parts strength and ambition. I am greatly pleased by your work, sir. I would see you rewarded for all you've done. Come, follow me. I have aught to give you afore you set out. There's no call for humility, sir. Take it. The expedition will no doubt hold its share of dangers. May the Maker speed your steps.
Urgent news, Your Grace. A messenger has come bearing word from the Great Wall. The hold has fallen to a man calling himself the leader of salvation. He's taking captives and threatens to offer up a grand sacrifice to see the land cleansed.
The expedition will keep, Arisen. Head for the Great Wall at once, and quash Salvation's designs afore they're realized. This matter takes precedence over all others. Now go.
Thanks the Maker you yet live. I have not the words to apologize for your suffering. The Duke was furious at the news of our actions, as I'm sure you might imagine. In his rage, he banished my Lady Eleanor to the lonely northern lands. Now she fears her husband will have her killed. Her very life is in jeopardy, Arisen. We must take our next move before his. We plan to flee and seek refuge in our native Meloir. Please, Arisen, make for the manse and find the Duchess, else she find an assassin's blade. Rescue her. I have a set of soldiers' equipment I stole away for you. Wear it to enter the manse without attracting the attentions of the guard. Please, Arisen, I beg of you, make for the northern manse with all speed.